So how has the raw hype been going?
Hey, your alarm's going off. You have to record.
I'm gonna be late.
Can you help me clean?
I'm gonna be late. Late.
Nigga, why are you always late?
We back again
Already.
for another week of that thing.
Yeah.
Another week of rapping.
Yeah.
Another week of making it happen. We back
Chill.
again. Still
It's your
black
boy.
again.
Black freckles, baby.
Yeah. Go ahead. Couple of words, a couple of words. How much you worth? A couple of birds.
Ooh.
We don't do dope selling, but I heard that's what they said.
We don't do no telling. We don't do no felons.
No felon.
No felonies. But truth be told, we selling keys.
He
But
just-
don't tell nobody unless you wanna cop some. I don't really know if I ever run.
Cause I
Unless
got a
the cops
shotgun.
come.
Plus I got a shotgun. Please don't make me pop some. That's what we do not want. We wanna chill, we wanna live, we wanna do everything that's positive.
Ooh.
Cause our lives is not what we got to give.
No.
Cause we got to live.
Huh.
Yeah, we do. We don't want nobody to be working voodoo. We don't want nobody to be saying who knew. Who remember that dude in all blue? Not you, cause I bless a nigga like I chew. Who? Y'all know how a nigga do. They been calling me a jigaboo. But I'm chillin' with Beyonce, you know jigaboo. That's exactly how a nigga do. I be chillin', I be killing these beats whenever I'm off in the building. They know that it's 10 o'clock on the dial and I'ma do. Come on, don't make me
That
think.
nigga said they calling me Jigaboo. Beyonce, you know Jigaboo.
Come on now.
Stop. It should be illegal to do that. Well, it's a nighttime cast. It's been a while, man. Like for me,
Been a while.
I've been driving. It's your boy Black Freckles. This is the Raw Hype. That's my boy Rebel, and we back for another week of that thing. You say I did it all, but I've been driving, man. So a nigga tired, but the nigga gonna cast, man.
Come on, one
you got
thing a
that
nigga
work
gonna-
ethic, man. You really just be like, hey, when you in town, we cast, nigga.
We got you, man. Even though I like, I try to weasel out just a taste. Like, you ever know when a motherfucker don't want to do something, so they put it
And
in
we
the other
terrible.
person's hand?
We always give the exit, like, man, nigga tired, but I'll record if you don't. If you want to record, well, shit, I'm tired too.
But shit, I'm here, so if we gonna do it, let me know.
I even gave you one more exit. I said, man, if you ain't gonna be here by this time,
know.
let me know because I'm gonna slide.
The nigga was like, this nigga like to be late. He sent this text at this time. If he don't hear by this time, I said, I'm gonna be here. Nigga was 20 minutes early.
Yep.
It's like, fuck.
Yep, here we is.
Here we is, boy.
Here we is, boy. If you're not at least 61, you don't even know what that.
When them dirty boy come, better hit the floor, better hit. Nigga, when I first
That beat was hard, bro.
When I first came up here, right? Shout out my boy Mouth, DJ Mouth Daddy. Of course, he's Southern as hell. He from the time. So he was trying to put me onto that shit. Because when I first came up here, I was on that rap, that up north, that hip hop,
Right.
you don't stop. The real lyrics, the real bars,
Right.
And he was like, nah, man, the music is dope down here too. Which so ironically was around the same time, the South got something to say type of shit.
Right.
Like when Atlanta was running the game.
Yeah. It's been a long time now.
Been a while. But that was one of the songs that was out at the time.
Oh,
and I was like,
it was about
man,
who, Dirty?
Dirty. I was
Yeah.
like, I can't deny this.
Yeah, that shit was hard. Here we is, boy.
He was country as hell.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
And then there was that other dude, man, who used to sound like T.I. What's his name? Archie?
Oh, I do not know.
I don't want to disrespect you, sorry. You probably heard that too much. But Archie, man, you had to have heard that Archie. We ready.
Oh, of course I heard that.
Yeah, I think his name is Archie.
Oh, I would not know.
He was Southern as hell. So he had some people out at the time that was super Southern, but them shits was riding, so I couldn't argue with him.
See, for me, I always try to get people to listen to Texas music once I branched off. And it's because in Texas, they have music that people outside of Texas have never heard.
Yep.
And then it's just some classic hits in Texas. Like there are 5 to 10 songs that I could play for you right now, and you would say that's an undeniable dope song. Like that you've never heard that's 15 years old. You know what I'm saying?
It's the sound, man. They like some of these regions that have their own dope sound.
Yeah.
Like the sound sells the region.
I feel that Texas started the rappy, singy raps. I truly, in my heart of heart, believe that.
And who was the one?
That. Who, man?
Or who was the group, you would say?
I would have to
Don't
say
give
the
one
people
person.
that started it. Well, it would be, of course, Swisher House and the Screwed Up Clique. But the people who started it would be Big Mo, Chameleonaire,
I knew he was going to say that.
Zero.
Zero is
And
the nigga I
probably
know, but
Charlie Boy.
when would you say Zero came out?
Man, Zero came out forever ago.
So- okay.
Like no bullshit to like y'all. Zero did not come out forever. Like I was listening to like Chameleonaire and Paul Wall and Zero and them when I was in high school. Like I'm dead ass. And Texas didn't blow up till 2006. Like I was listening to these niggas when like the Marshall Mathers LP came out and shit.
Zero got a song from 2009, nigga, called Cocaine.
He has way cause look, he's 44. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he been right.
So
yeah,
yes,
so he's been out probably way before
like
that.
all those rap like Paul Wall, Lil Kiki, Zero, Chameleonaire. I guarantee
Kiki.
all of them are in their 40s.
I guess you're right because where I start hearing them,
they
it
was
seemed
already
pretty
They were
late.
probably 30.
Yeah, it seemed pretty late, so I was always thinking that they came on late. So when you said
no,
that.
bro, them niggas was around when I was in
Zero.
high school.
I remember
bro.
when I heard Zero, I said, "Oh no, this dude is dope."
Zero classic, bro.
Mo 3 is fruit from Zero's tree.
God. Mo 3 is seriously one of the dopest niggas I've ever heard.
That nigga-
And being from Texas, I'm ashamed that I didn't listen to Mo 3 hard until after he died. Now, I listened to Mo 3 because my homeboy got a song with him, but I didn't just murder his music like I do now. That nigga's
Yeah, you be
amazing.
playing the hell out of
Yeah,
some Mo 3.
Mo 3 is amazing.
That is so
Because
crazy.
he one of the few niggas that has everything that I like in a rapper. Like he has very hard lyrics, he can rap fast, and he sing. That's like everything that I like in a rapper.
He does it all. Even his own. Well, he dead now, so because even his
He
own
do his
killings.
own work. That nigga said, I
nigga
do
said
my own work. Do your own work. That nigga
R.I.P. Mo 3,
that
man.
nigga said, I ain't been broke my whole life. I ain't had nothing to do but step on shit. I'm like, damn.
Like,
That
take
nigga
it
said, I've
easy.
been stepping on shit.
Y'all niggas gonna pay another nigga to do it. I ain't paying nobody.
Yeah, he said, you ain't never heard me talk about paying another nigga. I do my own work. Do your own work.
Take it easy,
Like,
though,
this
Dre.
nigga here.
But
Yeah. These new rappers something else, man.
what also I like about him is he in this new rapper type shit though because he presents all his songs really with videos. So when you would send me some shit, he always had a video to
Yes.
it. And then when you
It's
do so
genius.
much video, you start to have fun with your videos.
Yeah.
I'm like the baby.
Yeah.
The reason why the
That's
baby's
true.
videos are so dope is because he's like, man, you know, I'm gonna make a video for every fucking song.
There's
So-
a video for the song "Slide on Him" by Mo 3, right? And then there's a section where he talking on the phone to somebody and he playing the song to them for the first time, and he legitimately like talking about like killing the niggas and shit. And he's like, "See, you see this shit real, nigga? This shit real. I'm talking about that real shit." And I'm like, "This nigga is crazy." And I was like, "You can tell he's not joking.
Yes, not
like
at
you
all.
don't talk to somebody you know and say do that for a video. You just don't. You know what I'm saying?" And that nigga was like, "Nigga, you know the shit I'm talking about on here is real." I'm like, "This nigga's crazy, bro."
45 choppers in that nigga head.
Like, no
nigga,
bullshit.
you know I ain't lying. Swear to God. You remember?
Like for real, that one song that nigga say, he said, "After I hit up old boy on my mama, went and got my dick sucked." I'm like, this sounds true
True,
to me.
it sounds very believable.
That nigga said, "After I hit up old boy on my mama, nigga, I went and got my dick sucked." No, okay, I can see that. For real. But
No teeth, ma'am.
well, 3, that's what made the nigga so entertaining though. When
Yes.
you feel like a nigga really put in work, I'm like, this nigga entertaining, bro. Like, and the nigga can just rap his ass off.
Yes,
This
man.
shit crazy.
But yeah, I feel like he's fruit from Zero's tree.
I could agree with that. Because there's nobody that came up in Texas that do not know these niggas. I mean, like what's the dude, Travis Scott?
Yeah.
He don't sound nothing like nobody from Texas, and he's very young. If you call him and say, "Hey, what you think about Chameleonaire, Paul Wall, Lil Kiki, Zero?" He'd be like, "Them niggas legends." Like I'm telling you, there is nobody from
that nigga
Texas
pull up beats and shit. It's
who
like,
do
man,
not know who these niggas is, bro. Like everybody.
I believe you because I remember, again, when the whole South was moving. You know what I'm saying? Texas was moving.
Yeah, that was.
Shit, Memphis and them was
Yeah, that
moving.
was.
Atlanta was moving.
Yep.
The middle of Georgia
Yep.
was moving. St. Louis
Florida
was
got to
moving.
move, yeah.
Florida was
Yeah,
moving.
it's true.
So when I came up here is when that whole movement was going on. So it's like
What year you came down here?
2003.
See, you came not that far after me, because I came here in 2000, early 05.
2002.
Yeah, I was early 05.
2002.
Yeah, I got stationed down here. That's how I got here. So and I was in the military doing rap shows and shit. Yeah, my homeboys that I'm in the military with.
Y'all niggas bring
your
your military card, get 5% off at the door, y'all. Y'all know what it is. 10 hup.
That was one of the reasons I had a crowd. Because my military homeboys came to my shows and shit.
You know you got to play a military beat next, right?
Oh, that left, right, left. Get on up, get on up, get on up, right, left. That shit was hard too.
Stop playing with
They say, y'all niggas ain't ready. People don't know what we talking about, bro. But yeah,
I think you got to be a certain age.
Yeah, if you old, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Or if you're from the South. Because again... Ain't the South support their own.
I remember even on Black Freckles channel and shit, I was talking about music and shit. And I was like, when Paul Wall and Chameleon used to rap together. This is also something that people do not know.
I do know that.
You know what I'm saying? They used to rap together. And when I say they rap together like Outkast. You don't hear one without the other. You feel me? So they dropped the album, and them niggas sold 150,000 copies in Texas. Trump. Like, that's a lot. I remember being with my brother's wife before she was my brother's wife, and we just worked together. I said, hey, when we get our work today, I'm about to drive to Eminem. It was a store called Eminem. I said, I'm about to drive to Eminem. And, I don't know what the fuck it was called. To Eminem and Tyler so I can buy Paul Wall and Chameleon album. Like, I was like, I wanted to buy an official copy. You know what I'm saying? And I remember driving and buying them niggas CD and shit. We put that shit in, we driving, and it was like, man, this shit amazing.
I remember that shit.
Shit crazy, man.
I remember that shit was being dope and undeniable. Because even though I like I said, I want to do my bars, my lyrics, my hard shit. But it's like when you hearing this though, and you going out, and this is what's playing. It's like, man, this shit is just very good music.
Yeah. I even said that about the young boys that's out today. Some of these young boys out today have music that's undeniably dope.
It's undeniable.
You know, even like that old Silverado song we listened to last week. That song is country, is ridiculous. That song is undeniably dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's undeniable. And I hear shit by like Lil Baby. I hear shit like the one song we used to listen to by Lil Baby and Gunna. Where he say, she can get Chanel if she want it. That's an undeniable dope song. Like, what's that song called?
I don't know. You can I don't know. I really don't know. But I do remember that.
I'm gonna just play a clip so people know what song we talking about.
That was the.
This is an undeniable dope song.
Say, why wouldn't it be called Chanel?
Y'all heard this song? Y'all heard this? We ain't gonna get copyrighted, but that's an undeniable, so dope song. That's the first song that you sent me this. Maybe I sent it to you, but I know we fucked with it.
Yes.
That was the first song where I heard Lil Baby and said, this nigga dope.
All of it. So this is the first time I was say, you know what, this music is dope. Because that's right around the beginning of this wave, the Lil Baby.
It took a long time, because you remember, you used to make fun of me, like, nigga, you be on Snapchat, you don't listen to nothing but Tupac, you listen to fucking yourself, you listen to Bone, and I'm just like, I don't fuck with these niggas. But then when I started really listening, I'm like, these niggas not whack like y'all trying to make them out to be. Like, especially because somebody like Lil Baby dope.
They was just highlighting the style that they were using and the people who were using it to extreme. Young Thug was using that style to an extreme.
Yes, I agree. Like Young Thug is not dope to me, and it's like for me, it's like he's not dope because like I'm old. But he has songs that are amazing, like that song "Digits" he has. That song is undeniable. That shit is hard. That shit is hard. The shit he got with J. Cole hard.
He got some hard shit. That's what
he
I'm saying.
He has some undeniable joints.
His shit is dope, and I like him because, like people always have said, he uses his voice as an instrument.
Yes.
So even though I'm making fun of it,
that's funny because me and my homeboy sent a track to a record label one time, and that was all they liked about it. They were like, I like how your voice sounds like an instrument. Anyway, you whack. Anyway, y'all niggas whack, man.
No deal here. But no, that song I vividly remember, because I remember this is how much we fucked with that song. I sent the nigga me rapping it when I finally learned the verse, because we listened to the verse so fucking much.
Bullshit. I remember wanting to know that, but that nigga like that nigga say that nigga said, he say some shit about like spend them done. He say he spent 20s and like hundreds. He saving. He say so much dope shit, and that's I'm just like, this nigga hard.
And that's when I started giving him his credit, because he crams dope shit so tight.
He do.
Like it's like, hey, hold on, let that shit breathe.
But again, Baby good.
That's the old way.
Well, to me, being an old nigga, there's nobody in the whole world that could drop an album and I give a fuck about it. No one. But see, nothing for me. But I'm gonna give a nigga his props if I hear his shit and he hard. Like J. Cole is a great example. I've always listened to J. Cole and I've always thought J. Cole was dope. But J. Cole making an album doesn't mean a lot to me. And it's just because I'm not really craving a new album. But if I hear it or when I hear it, I know I'm gonna think it's dope.
And I feel like even so, with this whole influx of 2-minute songs and quick hitters, but in that,
I'ma make
I
one of
stopped
them
caring about albums. So like when you say that, like Forest Hill, I remember we always couldn't wait to hear Forest Hill, and then it delivered. So it was
Somebody's like Drake and J. Cole should never drop albums.
no, I want a Drizzy album.
They should drop you a new song probably like every month with a video.
Nah,
that's
give
what
me
they
an
should
album,
do,
man.
They should just make hit after hit after hit after hit.
Because some of the shit becomes hit that's just dope. And
a
I
lot of
want
times,
that.
Drizzy had. I agree with you in this way. A lot of times, Drizzy got a theme. Here's like a place that I'm going with this album.
Yes.
You can't do that making a song at a time. You want to know who should do that? Niggas like Lil Baby now.
Lil Baby, wrong person, but Lil Baby should work with a nigga like a Kanye or somebody like what? Again, it might not be Kanye, but one of those. Oh, Boy Wonder. Sorry, there you go. Perfect. Boy Wonder.
Drake.
Well, Boy Wonder is who do a lot of Drake shit.
For sure.
So you go Boy Wonder, do an album with Lil Baby. So
Yeah,
it's
do an
like-
album with fucking Dr. Dre. Or do an album with like
Yes.
Eminem. Because Eminem listened to them niggas and he think they dope. So if they was like, hey, what you think I should do on this song? And he gave, and I'm not talking about him rapping. I'm not talking about him making a beat. Him being a consultant, like an OG.
I was about to say.
I'm telling you, bro. And honestly, he could learn from them niggas. If he
all
spent
can.
more time learning from niggas like Lil Baby, he would still be so dope. Because he still has the most talent in rap.
It's the same with me and the Southern music. He has to stop wanting to be an amazing
Yes,
rapper
no doubt.
and just try to make
No
some
doubt.
fun,
No
good
doubt.
music.
Eminem is the most talented rapper of all time.
I'm willing to say yes. Only because
The
he's
most
made it his
talented.
personal business to be revered as that. Like, I'm gonna rap a lot of words in a lot of seconds, and I'm gonna make it make a lot of sense because
Yeah.
you think. And I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, hold on.
I'm like, hey, that's talented. Do I want to hear it twice? I don't.
Do I want to hear it regularly?
Did I even want to
No.
hear it the first time? I didn't. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, I didn't want to hear it, but I see your talent.
I would
That's
like
why
to
I
see
like
a
to
song
listen to
with
him.
Eminem and the Baby.
I want to hear a song with Eminem and Lil Baby.
Put all them babies on the track. Nigga.
Put everybody. Weezy,
Produced
F
by the
Baby.
Baby. I mean, produced by Baby and Slim.
Yeah, Lil Baby and Slim on that motherfucker.
What's that other
And
nigga
then
name?
it's on
Baby,
the- it got the
Baby,
sound-
Baby Bash gonna do the hook.
Baby Bash or that motherfucker. Applebee's they sponsoring it with your baby back. Shit, motherfucker, all them shits, motherfucker shit. Lil Nas X on there with his newborn
baby.
baby. I'm ignorant and that's what's wrong with me, man.
Speaking
But,
of Lil
yeah.
Nas X, right? Man, we might need to have a segment for that.
I got
nigga
two
on here.
statements I want to make real quick about celebrities.
Go ahead.
Chris Brown is the most talented person in music. Lil Nas X is the best promoter in music.
See, and what I think I was gonna say leans to you saying that last part because now he was promoting shit like he ain't gay no more and he want to fuck with bitches. And he
Literally seen somebody say that. I seen Vlad say it on Vlad TV. He said one day Lil Nas X gonna come out and tell y'all that he not gay no more and he was just trolling. And I said, then when he came out and say that he not gay, I said, this nigga is funny. Like Lil Boosie didn't even know what to do about it. He was like, I be dead ass serious talking to Lil Nas X and then he just be trolling. I said, that's what he should do to your ass, Boosie. Because he don't give a fuck about what you talking
and
about.
you can't tell a motherfucker how to live their life. So I'm gonna try to make fun while
Boosie was mad. He was like, they asked Lil Nas X, like, hey, what do you think about the kids that you influence? And Lil Nas X said, fuck them kids. He said, that's not a person that has love in their heart. And I'm like, but he's right. And it's because they're not my kids to raise. They're not my kids to raise.
That's one of those human fine lines,
Yep.
you know? Like, and I think you only can really know it if you're in a position to influence other people's kids.
Right.
Because
It's
until
crazy
then,
that
you're just,
influencer is a job.
you get what I'm saying? So it's like, but everybody ain't an influencer because there's so much influence. So you have to know the life of both to understand it. But thinking that someone else owes you
No doubt.
a proper presentation so it looks good
doubt.
for your child
No doubt.
is very unfair.
It's very unfair.
But then at the same
particularly
token-
when my goal here is to entertain my fans.
Yes, but then your fans include my child. And then you're making things and you're doing things that you want them to follow.
Right.
And then you're telling me you don't care about the fact that like, it's not your responsibility. It's like, that doesn't work.
It do though.
When you selling me a TheRawHype shirt and you walking around wearing the TheRawHype shirt,
Right.
and then you go kill a nigga in the TheRawHype shirt, and I go, hey, I don't want my kid wearing that. He's like, yo, listen, your kid don't got to worry about what I do on my spare time when I'm stepping on niggas.
But it's true.
But it's true. But I'm saying, that's
It
what
sucks that
line.
it's true, but it's true.
that
Yeah,
hell of a
because
line.
you get to the point where you're so famous that you can't be responsible for your
You
fame.
can't.
Like, you can't be responsible for your fame.
Like Nicki Minaj, she was just in hot water.
Yeah,
they
for
said
the
she
whole
was
vaccine talk.
Yeah, and to me, that's somebody's celebrity being too large.
Yeah, you abusing me for being famous.
Exactly.
It's like, I got an opinion.
What you're saying to your fans, I didn't say shit. I was telling them a story.
I was tweeting. I was tweeting. Goddamn. And Twitter run, motherfucker. You could be following me and not see my tweets. If you ain't catch that motherfucker, you ain't catch that motherfucker. If I was talking to my fans, I would have made a song about it. Am I lying?
And promoted it. Yeah,
Just
you're
shit.
right.
I'm a rapper. If I was talking to my fans, I'd make a song about it. If I was saying fuck your kids and I meant fuck your kids, literally, I would make a song about it. Y'all chose to follow me on Instagram. Y'all chose. That's not what I do.
What I do.
That's not what I do.
That's not what I do.
I make Old Town Road. All right, you only know I fuck niggas because you follow me on Instagram. Old Town Road don't say I fuck niggas.
I think it does.
No, it don't.
Yes, I think it does.
Old Town Road do not say I fuck niggas.
Well, okay, you're right. It doesn't say that, but I think it interprets.
I got them niggas in the back licking on their sacks. Now he said that, I was like, hold up, Nas.
Take it easy, Mr.
Hold
Rex.
up, goddamn it. Ain't you a nigga sing one mic? No, that's real Nas, not Little Nas.
You know they did a song together?
Yeah, and it was actually okay. And it was like Big Nas and Lil Nas. I would have jumped right on that nigga bandwagon too. Ain't nobody listening to Nas music, nigga. I listen to Nas. I listen to his music. He fucked Lil Nas X.
I was riding with you this whole
Tell me who listening to Nas.
Everybody. He just dropped the
Are they
album
listening
the
to
other day.
him like they listening to Lil Nas X? You said he just dropped the album the other day. That's news to me.
But no, they're saying
And I get
it was
paid
like
to
album of
review
the year
people's music. And the first video that blew up my YouTube channel was
Lil
Nas X Old Town Road remix featuring whatever the white boy name. The nigga to sing. Cyrus, Billy Ray Cyrus. Don't break my heart.
It is Billy Ray Cyrus.
But yeah, man, it's not his responsibility. It's the same
It's
thing.
not,
Like, if
yo.
I catch footballs, it's not my responsibility to raise your kids, man.
We said that before.
Like,
and
straight
when you
up.
said it, I didn't want to fully agree.
I don't
But
want to agree. It's just sucks.
Perfect example. We here at TheRawHype live a complex life, right? So if somebody is to say they got that from us, I feel like we are careful with our presentation and showing you. So we're not responsible for any byproducts.
But we do got definitely some over the edge jokes, some
dig
over
what
the
I'm
edge
saying?
takes, some old shit that we even don't view the same.
So, but it also
I'm not
doesn't really
worrying.
represent, like what you just said, that moment you was just doing, that's not a representation of us, but it is.
Exactly.
You dig?
Exactly.
It's not
No
us,
doubt.
it's not who we are, it's not who we aim to be, but you could tap into it type of shit
No
for
doubt.
entertainment purposes.
Of course.
But
And you know me, if I think it's funny, I don't have, like Dave Chappelle shit. If I think it's funny, I don't draw the line. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
I don't
yes.
draw the line if I think it's funny.
well, let's hear it, man. We're gonna mention him. You got anything else to say about anything else that you was talking about?
Nah, man, I'm having a good time with
I
you.
know, right?
Man. I
Fuck
told
with
you
me, man.
before we started we was gonna have some fun today, man.
Well, of course, you know, when you decide you finna sing, I got some niggers in the bag.
Licking on their sacks. Why would I even say that, man?
No clue.
It's funny though.
But it's funny, though.
Exactly.
And at this moment, we'll talk about Dave Chappelle.
Man, they attacking Dave.
For what?
They want Netflix to take Dave's shit off
For what?
for talking about them transgenders. And the thing about it that's so crazy is that he said this is the last time I'm gonna talk about it.
I love how you said it, too.
Me too. He
I
was
love
like,
how
man,
you
we
said
gotta laugh together because clearly I'm doing something wrong.
And let me give you an example of it.
Yeah, I almost cried when he talked about that Daphne at the end. I'm not even bullshitting.
It's why I don't understand how the fuck we can get from what he did
No bullshit,
hate
bro.
and cancellation.
Like, and Daphne's sister was like, he poured his heart out to y'all on that stage, and y'all didn't even see it. I'm telling you, bro, I almost cried. I don't know this nigga.
Listen,
I almost cried, bro.
that statement is exactly what Dave gave on that stage. So this is why it's upsetting to me, because y'all miss, like, I don't want to say the point, but y'all
missed the
missed.
point.
But yeah, but I
point.
want, it's bigger than the point.
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm
bigger than
saying?
the
So I
point.
want to see if I can find a
bigger
word
than the point.
to
Because even when he was saying shit like, we jealous of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was talking to my homeboy, right? We got a Madden chat. And in the man chat, we all niggas except for one person, but we mainly talk about sports. And my white homeboy in there, he spent a lot of time defending white people, right? And I don't think he's racist in a I hate niggers way. He's racist in a I'm white in America way.
And I'm tired of hearing how terrible I am.
That's the good way to put it. I like that.
It's why when Dave said, if you ever looked at me in my stand-up, it's always been the whites.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He was like, I don't like white people, not transgenders.
Exactly. So
you know what I'm saying?
It's why he even put in the fact that, you know, some of them are white and the ones that are, you know, so man,
like, all right, check it out.
It's so complex, and I
when
hate that.
John Gruden recently had emails leaked that he wrote back in 2011, and he said some black guy that he had a problem with, he had lips bigger than Michelin tires. I'm sorry, that's funny to me, but
that's a cracker joke.
But this is my whole point. As soon as this shit leaked, my white homeboy in the Madden chat immediately came out and was defending him. He was like, if this was a black person saying this, they would just say it's this, and they would just say it's this, and they would just say it's this. And I said, notice how before a white person say that's fucked up, they defend the white person.
Yep.
I even said to him, I said, you notice how ain't nobody off in our Madden chat said he racist as fuck and he should be fired. None of us said that, but your first reaction was to defend the white man. And my whole point is, I'm sorry, bro. Let's say, he even said, I said that in a way of saying he lied. Right? I wasn't even saying it on no black shit. I was saying he lied, right? And then Tim Brown and Sterling Sharp and what's the the black coach for the Colts that won a Super Bowl. His name
can look him
is,
up, but that's the best I can do.
He's Dungy. Tony Dungy.
Tony Dungy, I know that name.
Yeah, Tony Dungy, right? They all came out and they defended him, right? I said, so you see black people defending them, and then white people saying, see, if it was a black person saying that, they would be cool with it, and they would be this, they would be that, right? And niggas are trained to defend a white man that offends them, right? So we wasn't even tripping, right? And then a few days later, gay slurs came out. LGBTQ slurs came out. He calling people a faggot, saying it shouldn't be no gay people in, shouldn't be this, it shouldn't be that. Now he don't have a job. And my white homeboy still going in. And I say, but if you don't notice, when he said black shit, when he was talking about black people, he walked on that field Sunday and he coached the Oakland Raiders.
Nothing happened.
When he started talking about LGBTQ, he don't work for the Raiders no more. And that nigga contract was 10 years, $100 million. And I'm not great at math, but that's $10 million a motherfucking year. And he only been there for 4 years, so he just left $60 million on the table, right? Nigga coached their game on Sunday when the shit came out on Friday. The shit came out on Monday that he said shit about the LGBTQ community.
Tuesday.
That nigga didn't work on Monday.
Before the Monday Night Football
I'm watching
game.
Monday Night Football, and this nigga came on TV and said, breaking news, John Gruden do not coach the Raiders no more. That shit came out that morning and that nigga was done. This is what Dave Chappelle is talking about.
He said it.
You passed the civil rights movement that been going, Tupac, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. These niggas been dead for 3 decades. And we preaching the same shit that they was preaching, and we dying the same ways that they was dying.
Using the same music, using the same words, everything.
The gay movement on the cool, it started when Barack Obama was in office. Barack Obama was elected in what, 08 or 04?
Yeah, I think it was 08. Well, that's a good question.
Let's say it was 04.
We don't know history.
Let's say it was 04 just for the fuck up.
It wasn't 04. I think that was, yeah, it was.
Hell, LeBron was just now getting into the league. Let's say it had to be 08.
Yeah.
Okay, so 08. You know what I'm saying? That's not long. My daughter, who was 11 years old, was born in 2010. That wasn't very long ago. We've been fighting the civil rights movement since before we was born. So when he say I'm jealous, that's not a wrong thing to say. That's not a wrong thing to say when he say he jealous. Shit, I'm jealous. I'm jealous while also supporting the LGBTQ community. Ooh. You've heard me preach it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a jealous in the sense of me being black would be used against me by the LGBT before me being as helpful and supportive as I am is used in my favor. Meaning, we always champion these people here and always say everybody need to do what they want, leave people alone, don't all these different types of things. But I would be looked more as a Dave supporter and a trans folk. They will see that in me quicker than they see who I've actually always been, which is an ally. Which
And I have
I'm
always
jealous
said this,
of that.
bro. I have said this from jump. I'm pro-black to the fullest.
To the
And you're not
fullest.
finna tell me that I'm not pro-black because I fuck white bitches. You're not finna tell me that I'm not pro-black because I support the LGBTQ community. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. When I talk to my daughter about finance, when I talk to my daughter about investing in stocks, this is what I tell her. As a whole, the American people do not know enough about finance. I say, but black people definitely don't know about finance. So my daughter came and spent the weekend with me because it's a 3-day weekend. I said, hey, I want you to read this finance book. And she read this finance book, and I say, I got 10 questions for you. I order 2 copies of that motherfucker. And the reason that I order 2 copies is because I'm never going to ask my daughter to do something that I wouldn't do myself. So when she reading, I read. You read chapter 1, I read chapter 1, let's talk. So after that, I say, well, shit, what is a stock? What is debt? What is bad debt? What is good debt? What is this? What is that? I want to know. So my whole point is if I can teach you about money at 11 years old, I'm going to tell it to her the same way. I'm telling you this because black people don't know enough about money. So you can't tell me that I'm not pro-black when I want black people to know about money, when I can look at my homeboys and say, hey, I just sent you some bread. Every one of my homeboys that I just sent some bread to recently, they all black. So you can't tell me no shit because I look at it like, shit, if I eat, my niggas going to eat. So when my homeboy hit me up, he said, hey, man, you accidentally sent me some money on Cash App. No, nigga, I purposely sent you some money on Cash App. And that nigga in his 30s, and that nigga responded, he said, I don't think nobody ever did this for me before. So when I tell my niggas, I say, look, man, if I get to the point where I'm eating, my nigga, we finna eat. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I was at Screamageddon recently. That was like a haunted house.
I'm just about that. What did you say?
And I left early. And when I was leaving, I seen 2 niggas, and I said, hey, what's up? And they said, nothing. I said, y'all want a VIP pass? Because there was 2 houses that we didn't go to. And I said, y'all want a VIP pass? I gave them the VIP pass. When we leaving, right, I'm talking to my daughter, and they like, I said, y'all see, I gave that to 2 black people. And they said, oh, I knew you was going to give it to 2 black people. And it's because I'm going to show love to my own any day. And that don't mean that I'm anti-white. That don't mean I'm anti-nothing. I'm going to show love to my own. So my daughter literally said, she said, when I seen them, I knew you was going to give it to them. You know what I'm saying? And it's because I said, look, I ain't went to 2 houses. Y'all, I'm going to show y'all niggas. So I'm never going to see them niggas again, bro. I could, if they walked in this room right now, I wouldn't tell you what they look like. So a nigga can never tell me that I'm not pro-black. You feel what I'm saying?
Shit. Man, nigga, shit, I got this. It's not something I should be proud of, but hey, it is what I do. Anytime I be seeing homeless white people on the side of the road, I always say, sorry, I can't give no homeless white people no money. Use that white skin.
Yeah. And it ain't even nothing against you. It's that if I only got $5 to give, I'm going to give it to a nigga.
You see what I'm trying to say? Sorry. So that's what I say. It's not not something to glorify, but
I hope a white person stop and give you $5. Shit, I hope a black person stop and give you $5, Mr. White Man. It just won't be me.
I end every snap.
It just won't be
in
me.
the beginning. I say I ain't giving no white man no money, and then I end it with, but I hope somebody helps him out. I hope he get what he wants. I hope he gets to take care of his life.
I'm never mad at a white person who want great things for white people.
If you check my snap today, there's a white person gave a white person $20. So I'm like, see, they take care of their own. But then I saw a black lady give the white guy. He wasn't even begging for money. He was just sitting by the bus stop. And I bet she looked at him and said, man, that nigga got life hard. Hey, come over here. That nigga hobbled over there. She gave that nigga a 20. So I seen a black person give a white person a 20 and a white person give a white person a 20. Now, I bet you a road up there, 2 niggas on the corner who got 0 in they pants.
No doubt. And it's not even on no hatred type of shit.
Not at all.
It's just that I can't help everybody. And I know we down bad more than other people. So, and again, like I said, I hope that somebody help you. Shit, I would love to help you. But if I only got $1 to give, I'm sorry. 9 times out of 10, I'm giving it to a black person.
If he can come down here and y'all split it, I still feel the exact same way.
No doubt.
I'm fine with it either way. That's my point. I don't want nobody to not have.
No doubt.
But I'm sorry. I fuck with my black people, so if I'm going to give this shit away, I got to give it to them.
And I'm one of those people that say, oh, I got white friends. I do. And I fuck with them. You feel what I'm saying?
Like you said, we fuck white pussy, nigga.
No doubt.
Nah, we do, nigga.
No doubt. my daughter mix. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of love for white people. I have a lot of love for gay people. I have a lot of love for everybody. But at the end of the day, I do have a bit of selfishness for my own, and that's human. I would rather
it's necessary.
Straight black men shoot to the top of the world. You feel what I'm saying? But if they can't do it, shit, I'd rather gay black men. You feel what I'm saying? Yes. Like there's a pecking order, you know what I'm saying? And if they can't do it, then shit, I hope straight black women do it. And if they can't do it, I hope lesbian black women do it.
And if neither of them can do it, I want a transgender, mixed Cambodian.
And once we get through all of that, well, goddamn it, give my Mexicans a chance.
Anybody in the house, Borico.
But you feel me? I'm not wrong for saying that.
No,
No,
because these other companies, these other groups of races of people, they stick together and they get shit done.
I don't have no problem with Asian people sticking together. I don't have no problem with white people sticking. I don't have no problem with
Nigga, there's
you
a
just
Chinatown
can't
in
oppress
every
us
city.
while you do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't oppress us while you do it.
But that's part of how you get it, apparently. It seems like the getting it rule book is
it's
to step on the
100% how you
nigga to get it.
It's how you get it.
How you
and
get your money.
Why, I be on some shit like, look, man, if my nigga, look, I'm a nigga I still consider myself to be broke. Just shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't work and I'm living for myself and I still consider myself to be broke.
Two things I never heard nobody say they got enough of is time and money.
Nigga, as a nigga who been super duper broke and to a nigga that got a little bit of bread, I understand why Mark Zuckerberg go to work. Because every broke nigga say, I want to get $1 million. Me, I'm saying it right now. I've been saying it. You been hearing me say it. I'm like, oh nigga, by this day I'm gonna have $1 million. By this day I'm gonna have $1 million. And you want to know what the fuck I'm gonna do the second that I get $1 million?
Look for two.
Nigga, I know I can get $2 million.
You
know what they always say, the first million the hardest. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I get it, because now I live a life of a nigga, and I used to say this back when we used to talk. I'd be like, my nigga, if somebody doubled your salary today, would you have any money in a year? And the answer is no. You would have a nicer car. You would have a nicer house. Your kids would have nicer shit, and you would still be broke because you don't manage your money properly. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm that nigga. I drive a Corvette. I have a nicer car. My daughter can buy $96 jeans. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm still broke, and it's just all I'm doing. I'm a broke nigga that live a better life than I used to.
That's all it is.
So
when you get
now,
more money, you get more better shit to spend.
Exactly. Other people will be like, nigga, if I had that nigga money, I'd be happy. If I had that nigga money, I wouldn't be buying a autographed Kobe Bryant ball. Nigga, fuck you. I'm buying an autographed Kobe Bryant ball. But the difference between me and another nigga hating on me buying an autographed Kobe Bryant ball is I have to think, in 20 years, this shit gotta be worth 20 or 30 bands. It gotta be. We talking about arguably the greatest player of all time. There's only 3 MVPs in the history of the NBA that are dead. 2 of them old and 1 of them Kobe. You feel me?
That statement, boy.
Like, you can't tell me that this shit ain't finna be worth a lot. So when I'm sitting in that motherfucker, my daughter like, yo, I'll be happy to the motherfucker if you buy that shit. She like, I'll be happy for you if you had an autographed Kobe ball. And I'm looking at it. I even put it on Snapchat. I'm like, man, do I even have a choice? You feel what I'm saying? Like, the motherfucking ball is expensive than a bitch. But then I even sit there when I talk myself into buying this expensive ass basketball, because that's what it is, a basketball with a nigga writing on it. I say,
a basketball you can't even dribble.
Nigga, you be a fool to dribble that motherfucker. But I'm like, shit, in a few years, this bitch gotta be worth more than what it is today. It's like how Jay-Z say, y'all niggas make fun of me for buying a paint. Nigga, this paint gonna be worth more in 10 years. So I'm on that kind of shit now.
Yeah. And
you feel me?
Investments and assets type shit.
Hell yeah, that's why I want my daughter learning. It's like, shit, if I'm gonna send you money every week, learn how money work. If you're gonna buy $96 jeans, learn how money work. You feel what I'm saying? Man.
Come on, why?
Man,
I was like, that's what you need one of those.
Nigga hit me up on Twitter the other day, bro. That nigga was like, man, y'all shit real as fuck, bro. Like, what app should I download to like get stocks and shit? And I'm like, nigga, I don't even know you. I'm proud of you. Because I want my niggas to get some motherfucking bread. Like, straight. And like I said, I tell my niggas, like, when I get to the point where I want to be, nigga, we eating. When I'm gonna get a house and say, hey, look, I don't live here. You can live in this motherfucking house, but on the days why Airbnb be in that motherfucker, you gotta go stay with your girl. But that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, nigga, I sent my brother some bread and I sent you some bread. Now, after you have to think to yourself, as much bread as I sent you, you have to think, I sent my brother more bread than that. But then everybody else had to think, I got less bread than Rebel. You feel what I'm saying?
And now we got TheRawHype merch for y'all to be able to come and check. So listen, man, and that's an example of what to do with money. Nigga could have taken and went to dinner and do those type of dumb shit. It's like, nah, man. Hey,
you was like, shit, I'm finna get this. I'm finna invest in a stock. I'm finna do this. I'm like, hell yeah.
Let's go.
So I look at it like, man, but by the same token, it's a weird spot that I'm in because I want my niggas to listen to me. So I'm like, there ain't nothing that I'm doing to get bread that you can't do. So I don't give a fuck. If you're talking to you, if you're talking to your girl, if you're talking to your homeboy, if you're talking to whoever, copy me. I'm not trying to be here by myself. You feel what I'm saying? I want somebody to fuck with me. So I'm really on some shit where if you just fuck with me until I get to where I want to be, then I want to be on some shit where I'm gonna create jobs, where I want to do this, where I want to do that. Man, I got big ass dreams, and to me, that's all life is. Like, I be telling my daughter, I'm like, yo, you 11, I got 7 years to make it where you don't never have to work. I owe you that. I brought you into this world when you didn't ask to be here. I'm not finna have you slaving for no motherfucking white person for 40 hours a week. I'm not.
All I ask is that you'd listen and do the things you need to do to meet me. So by the time we hit that end game,
straight up. That's why I want her to learn about finance now. Learn about finance. So if I give you 100 bands when you turn 18, you know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And do I have 100 bands to give my daughter? Nigga, fuck no. But do I feel like I'm going to have 100 bands in the next 7 years to give my daughter? Nigga, book it.
Book it.
Book it.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, was Finances with Freckles.
Straight up. I like that. Now maybe tell you about my stocks I'm getting into.
Come on,
Finances with
nigga.
Freckles, man. For real.
Finances with Freckles, man. What else? We got up Dave, man. I tell you, this why we ain't clippable.
This why we not clippable. Because you need all of that I just gave.
You need it.
No bullshit.
David, I don't like.
I was proud of Dave Chappelle. A9 texted me and he said, I'm proud of Dave Chappelle and
Dave
Netflix.
Chappelle, that's for you.
I said, I'm proud of him.
I'm definitely proud of Netflix. And I feel like I'm proud of Netflix because I remember I told you this, or I said this on the TheRawHype some shit years ago. This whole fucking shit, it has its limit, yo.
Right.
All this cowering to these fucking people and changing everything because someone's upset. Man. It's like, if we live a life where everybody's agreeing with everybody, we can't grow.
If you get on TV and you start talking about Jesus, half the people that watch it is going to be disagreeing with you.
They're going to turn it off.
Shit, I'm going to disagree with you.
I'm going to turn it off. So I'm going to turn it off. Sorry, man. We should be old enough and wise enough to not have them force Jesus down our throat to make us do shit and follow along with shit that don't benefit us in any way, shape, or form. That was sorry for our parents and shit and the people before them. Let the Lord lead them to fucking 80-hour
I know
work
some
weeks.
good ass Christians in this world, and I literally be like, I'm glad you a Christian. You a great representation of a Christian, and I'm glad that I know you. It ain't for me though.
Come on.
But yeah, I let my daughter do whatever she want on her phone, and it's because I take the time to tell her about real shit. I tell my daughter, she 11 years old, I tell my daughter all the time, niggas only want pussy.
Oh, damn, he's real.
I don't tell it to her in those words, but I say boys only want to have sex. Young men only want to have sex.
Keep it, listen, man, I was talking to probably you, but I was saying, keeping it real with your daughter, yo, is one of the most important shit you can do as a father, yo. Because the world's ready to use and abuse her. You gotta train her to be right.
I told my daughter today, my nigga, today, I said, you need to deal with a boy when you decide to deal with boys that is not exactly like everybody else. I said, if you exactly like everybody else, then I can get what you offer from everybody else. I said, somebody telling you, oh my God, you're so beautiful and I want to have sex with you. I said, you can get that from anybody. I said, but what does that do for you? I said, but let's say you, I'm talking to my daughter. I said, you don't think like everybody else. I said, what if you meet a young man and he looking for somebody that's not like everybody else and you start talking to him and say, hey, you know you can make money by investing your money into stocks. You can make money by putting your money into this. You can make money by, I said, look how he gonna view you. I said, but a woman that'll tell him, oh my God, I think you so sexy and I want to have sex with you. I said, he can do that with anyone.
Shit, he can do that with a nigga, he gonna cheat on your whip.
He can do that with anybody.
But put yourself in a position to where if he cheat, he's cheating himself out of something.
Straight up. You need to have something to offer people like me. Yes. Like me and you been saying this, nigga, I'm the prize. I've been the prize. And it's because I can say something to you that you ain't never heard before.
In a way you ain't never heard.
Straight up. And I can live a life in a way that a nigga don't live.
I'm going to prove it to you.
Yeah, like,
I ain't going to talk it to you.
I can keep it real simple. Okay?
Or I can keep it real.
Or I can keep it real. And usually real is real simple.
That's the fucking name of the show. I keep it real and real simple.
Like for me, simple. If I wanted to say, I ain't like no nigga that you ever met before. And then somebody say, well, prove it. Well, I drive a Corvette. I bought a Kobe Bryant autographed basketball yesterday that cost 4 bands, and I don't have a job. Tell me another nigga that tell me another.
We haven't even got it into my mind yet.
You feel what I'm saying? So I'm really on some shit where I say I can tell you quick and I can prove to you I'm not like nobody else that you ever met.
Prize, yo.
And that's what I be trying to tell my daughter. Have some knowledge, because knowledge will make you not like nobody else that you a motherfucker ever met.
And that's the people that have people and they stick with those people because you're valuable. And a motherfucker, you can't hide your value and be like, well, I do this and I do this. Well, everyone does that. That's not valuable. You have to provide
I love you.
Exactly.
I won't have sex with nobody else. I think you're beautiful. What do that do for me?
Listen, I don't buy my lady flowers. And it's because everybody buys flowers.
Straight up.
So the times that I do buy flowers, she appreciates the flowers more than anything.
Same here.
Because it's a double
Same
down.
here. I buy flowers because you know I ain't a nigga that buy flowers.
Thank you. So when I buy the flowers, it naturally makes you appreciate it. Like, oh my gosh, I'm getting this. You know?
I have heard women complain about a man will let them run over them so many times. And that's so crazy because a woman will run over a nigga that let her run over him, but that's not what she wants.
Exactly. She wants you to have a backbone.
That's the mind fuck of the world.
It's the mind fuck of a woman.
Yeah,
actually.
I will run over your motherfucking ass if you let me, but I actually want a nigga that wouldn't let me.
That wouldn't let me.
That's insane, boy.
You take what I'm saying? But
deep though. They not even crazy for saying it.
They not, but
they
it's
have
the
a point.
complexity of a woman.
Because if you will let me run over you, then you will let a nigga disrespecting me run over you.
Thank you. Or anybody.
Or anybody.
Or this bitch, you'll let her
if
get
my
something.
dad treat me wrong, if my brother treat me wrong, if my sister treat me wrong, if my job treat me wrong, you just stick it out, honey.
I can't count on
Fuck
you for
them,
that.
baby. You better than them niggas.
What them
That's
niggas
what
say?
they want to hear.
I'm a step on
That's
them
what they
niggas.
want to hear.
That's what
And
they wanna
honestly,
hear.
if that's not what you telling them, then you not helping them. You just like everybody else. People that are just like everybody else are the worst people on the planet.
Yes.
And most people
Are just like everybody.
exactly like
because that's how they
else.
churning them out. They
Yes.
they almost look at it as the road less traveled. It's like I mean the word easiest travel instead of being on the road less traveled.
Yeah. I tell my daughter, I said, I have a sense of guilt because I'm not rich and I've raised you to never work a 9-to-5 job. So I haven't provided a way for you to not work a 9-to-5 job. But I have raised you to not work a 9-to-5 job.
My daughter think
it's where my motivation in
my
life
daughter
comes
think
from.
we rich, yo. She says things like this to people.
My daughter think we rich.
Motherfucker she had a bottle of water at school and she dropped the bottle. Somebody ripped the bottle or some shit, but the handle shit came off the bottle. So she come home, she asked me to get another one, of course. 2 days later, the bottle was in. She said she went back to the school and the girl said, "You got another bottle already?" She's like, "Yeah, we rich." Yep. I was like, "Hey, Adrian, don't say that shit."
No, but now, when I went to go buy my daughter the new iPhone, iPhone 13, right? Nigga at T-Mobile, he was like, I see you already have the iPhone 11 on this line. Is it like, he was like, who's it for? I was like, it's for my daughter. He's like, oh man, she has the iPhone 11. Is it her birthday? Is it this? Is that? I said, oh no, she just spoiled. Like, nah,
there you
nigga.
Go.
She just get shit. You feel what I'm saying?
But again, man, that's why I love us. That they get the shit, but they get the lesson with the shit too.
You getting the lesson.
But
like I send my daughter every week, and I said, well, from next week, if you want some bread, you need to read this finance book. I don't give a fuck. You can spend every dime off in the account, but understand how some motherfucking money
Understand how that
work.
money go, man.
You know
shit, today, my daughter came home with the book drive was at her school today. I come home, my lady was like, "Your daughter blew a bank." I was like, "What?" And she came back, man. She got like 4-5 books. I'm talking about dollars on dollars on dollars for the book, and I go, "Well, hey." If she reading them, I'm good. As long as she read them, I'm good. And since I pay for them, I'm going to make sure she read them.
I'm hanging out with my daughter the other day. The stock market opened at 9:30. By 9:38, I done made $750, right? So I say, this how I spend. I told her, I said, this how I spend my Mondays. I'm sitting on the couch watching Undisputed with Skip and Shannon, hearing them talk about Sunday football. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm talking to her and I say, look, I say, if somebody make $10 an hour, and that's a regular wage, that's a very common wage.
That's the phrase they put on the motherfucking paper.
No
hiring
doubt. You lucky,
starting
nigga.
at $10 an hour. I was like,
if you make $10 an hour and you work for 8 hours, you made $80 that day that you gonna get in 2 weeks after they tax.
I'm about to say after that.
I'm like, look, I made $750 bullshitting with you. This is life.
Before lunch.
No bullshit. What that shit they talking about is not life. You want me to work here all day, make you all this motherfucking money. You gonna give me $80 in 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
At least give me the money today, nigga. There is no excuse that we live in the richest country in the world, and I can go to work on Monday with negative $100 in my account, and I have done this before.
Work
at a full motherfucking 8-hour shift, and I wake up tomorrow with negative $135 in my account because I got a $35 return check fee because I don't got no motherfucking money. When I just worked for you all day, and the only thing that you did was cost me another $35 because I don't got no fucking bread.
I'm losing money.
I'm losing money.
And that's why people lose their mind too. So it goes back to what we were saying.
I don't not understand suicide. I understand it very well.
But this is part of the problem. And this is what I think some of these new millennials and these motherfuckers is fixing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, we ain't finna do that. That's not how you live. They be posting all these memes like, hey, life is not working for 55 years or something and then living for the last 10 and then you die.
I say this on the podcast all the time. My mama retired when she found out she had stage 4 cancer.
Look at that.
Not hype. I don't work today and I'm gambling, nigga. I'm playing stocks and I'm literally gambling on blackjack and sports and the whole night. I got $4,500 that the Rams gonna beat the motherfucking I don't even know who they play. They play the Giants. I got $4,500 and I'm only gonna win $800 if they beat the motherfucking
That's not
Giants.
as bad as the yesterday. That nigga said I'm finna bet this $3,500 to win $30. I was like, nigga, hey, I'll send you $30. Keep your money.
Did it in one. You feel me? And it's like, oh, hype balling, hype good. No, hype not good. I'm out here taking chances to get some bread. Nigga, I turned $50 into $4,500 in 3 weeks gambling on football. Did I take it out? No. Nope. Did I take it out and invest it into a stock like a smart person? No. I bet on another football game. Y'all heard what I was saying last week? I said I need this to happen. Who I bet on last week?
Brady.
Tom Brady. Did he win? You bet your motherfucking ass. This
week,
Jalen Ramsey, you son of a bitch that leaves the Jaguars. I need you and the Rams to beat the motherfucking Giants. I don't care how much you beat them by. I just need you to beat them. And I'm doing this because I need some bread. So the niggas out there that's saying, "Oh, hype don't do this and hype don't do," are you putting $4,500 up to win $800?
No, shut your mouth.
I'm the nigga out here trying. That's all I'm doing, bro. I'm trying.
TheRawHype.com. Buy something, man. We trying.
And a lot of niggas
here,
not
baby.
trying, bro. I'm trying.
Show the merch, nigga. Show the shirt.
You seize it, man. Don't tease it, man. But yes, so I don't feel like I owe nobody nothing when I'm the nigga trying. Absolutely. Most people, if you get $50 and you turn it into $4,500 and you don't take that shit out, you stupid. And I get it. I'm stupid. But I need 800 more Jalen Rams. I need 800 more Matthew Stafford.
This is to you, Jalen.
800 more motherfucking Cooper Cup. I need it.
Who the coach?
And it's who the coach? Sean McVay. I need 800 more. Don't be sending emails and shit talking about lips bigger than Michelin tire. No, come up with a game plan to beat the Giants, nigga. Because I need the bread. I will risk my whole motherfucking life, nigga, for some bread because I need it. Because my daughter need it. Because my brother need it. Because my nigga need it. Because my nieces need it. My nephews need it. I don't give a fuck.
Sadly, that's the world we live in, ladies and gentlemen. Well, motherfucker can't enjoy life. He got to risk it all.
Straight up. If niggas was risking it like me, they'll be where I'm at. Or nobody is willing to risk it like me, bro.
That's a fact.
You know it.
That's one of your superpowers, yo.
It is. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I see that. I turn $50 into $4,500. I take the whole $4,500 and bet it on the Rams.
Not even a piece of it.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. I want to win. You can't win if you don't play.
Nigga hype, yo.
Fuck the lottery, nigga. I want to do stocks. I want to bet on the Rams. Fuck the lottery. That lottery is a tax on the poor. Nah, nigga, I'm finna get it. I'm finna get it. Straight up.
Now, back to Dave Chappelle.
Back to motherfucking Dave. Dave's the GOAT.
Yes, and
I'm talking. That nigga even said it in the stand-up. He's like, some would call the GOAT. I was like, he too good.
That's
at
a
this
GOAT
shit.
way to even say
he make you want to do stand-up, bro. He too good at that shit.
And that's the problem, man. I mean, he make you think you could be even near as good because he don't even look like he
not telling jokes up there, bro.
And that's what makes him so dope.
That nigga good at that shit.
He tells stories. He's one of the best storytellers ever.
If I said that Dave Chappelle was like a hero of mine, I wouldn't be lying.
You wouldn't be lying. I agree.
Nigga, and I think it's corny for a celebrity to be your hero. That nigga a hero to me.
But the reason being is just because sadly, a lot of times you get to see a celebrity's work a little bit more, and then the plateau that they on, the work is elevated. You know what I'm saying? Like Dave gets a new deal, it's a $50 million deal.
But
you know
I like how that nigga said that. Like, who are you to say? I'm the nigga that walked away from 50 million. 50 million, nigga.
I get it, man. Everything ain't for everybody. Bro. But I really don't get the problem people have with Dave Chappelle or this particular stand-up.
He himself
beautifully, with humility,
man,
with humor.
Talk to
him. It wasn't arrogance.
No.
It's why he presented it like, yo, this is the last time I'm finna talk about y'all until we're laughing together. Because y'all clearly seem to think I'm attacking y'all. And then he ran down his list. Look at any one of my specials and then tell me if I ever said anything negative.
He's like, these are the people that's going off an article. They're not going off what I said. Bruh, humility is a big deal. I say this shit all the time. I don't give a fuck if it's you. I don't give a fuck if it's amp. I don't give a fuck if it's raw footage. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't do nothing that every other nigga can't do. I'm not smarter than you. I'm not smarter than other people. I just don't give a fuck.
Exactly, willing to.
No doubt.
Your what the nigga Amy said? Your fearlessness.
I'm fearless.
That's to me. That's your superpower. Nigga.
You got to be crazy to look your 11-year-old daughter in the eye and say, "You ain't never gonna have to work," and I don't got no money. Because when I get somebody, I buy an autographed ball of Kobe Bryant. But I look at it and say, well, I ain't even worried about it because I got 7 more years before you're an adult. Shit, and I'm for sure.
If I give you this ball in 7 years, it's worth more than you seen me buy it here today.
Preach it.
So I got it for you.
Because I look at it like that, I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck. And I'd be the same way with you. I'd be like, yo, the raw hype moving and we grooving and we growing. But there'll be a point in time where it's like, nigga, I'll make this shit pop.
This shit up over there.
No, but I don't give a fuck if it's money. I don't give a fuck if it's I gotta jump off a building. If I really want this motherfucker to pop,
hype the new boot gang.
Book that motherfucker. It's gonna pop. I'm doing this to say what I day one.
Nigga, you want me to jiggle my dick on the camera, nigga?
For real, I jiggle that. Jiggle that. I'm gonna look this way. Jiggle that. I'm for real, bro. I don't give a fuck, man. And the thing about it is people see it. And they see it and they admire it, but they'll never do the same. I don't give a fuck.
Because they scared, man.
I'm out here.
It's scary.
It is.
Anytime you do something this is why Trailblazers we can even go and talk about Kyrie real quick. You said before, if Kyrie really about to retire and not take this vaccine, you think he one of the realest.
The realest nigga of all time.
And it's because he's doing something that everybody assumes, nah, he ain't finna do that. He finna take that money.
I assume that he better take that money.
Shit, Ben Simmons is like, oh, no, he saw that million come out. He's like, no, I'm going back. Yep. What's his name? The nigga from the Wiggins. He's like, man, I want to give my family generational wealth.
And can you blame a nigga for saying that? No.
So, Kyrie being the nigga to say, man, fuck all that. I don't give a fuck what y'all do. I ain't finna take y'all poise.
If Kyrie drop a book, I'm buying it. I support whatever the fuck he do if he don't take that vaccine. But personally, I want him to take the vaccine and get this motherfucking money and go win a chip. But if he don't win the chip, I want the Lakers to do it. Shout out Westbrook!
Lakers, baby. But no,
I ain't never been more down with you for the Lakers since Kobe retired since this year.
This year, you got all your niggas on your nigga on here.
Westbrook, man.
But listen, man, this is the part I want to give to Kyrie that people aren't giving, that they're being very unfair about, right?
I'm listening.
Kyrie, I don't know his reasonings, but I know one of his reasonings is the government and black people.
Right.
You can't tell black people who've dealt with like the government and shit putting lead in the paint that's getting people sick and they know they killing people.
Right.
Red line and all this shit that the government and people have done to oppress black people. Nigga, they even say like black women have a harder issue having birth in a hospital because they're black. They don't give them like, some of the epidurals and some of the shit because they say black people have a high tolerance of pain. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So now it's part of your fucking curriculum. It's part of what you're doing here in this facility that, hey, them niggas can take it. So give them all the pain you can.
Yeah, I don't love that. Fuck?
So when a motherfucker says, man, and then he gives whatever his reasons is, but when a motherfucker said, man, I don't trust what these people have done to black people, so I don't want to take it.
That's not a crazy thing to say. Bro, I could listen to a racist person tell me why they racist. So I can damn sure listen to a nigga tell me why he don't fuck with the government. It's not hard.
Especially when you got living proof.
Man, let's spit some rhymes, man.
You got
I ain't gonna be able to go much longer, man. That vodka was heavier than I thought.
It feel like it was a moment while we was talking that motherfucker kicked in.
And I don't drink like that no more.
I know.
So I'm feeling.
Damn, I thought I took a picture of this.
I'm doing Kyrie Irving type beat.
There better not be a Kyrie Irving type beat.
You know it is. Yeah, man, it's by Cash Money AP.
I know I heard that drop before.
I feel like Cash Money AP was one of those people that came up off YouTube.
Kyrie. That's more like. Nigga be shooting like Kyrie.
Ooh.
I stand up for myself. All of the blacks like Kyrie.
Ooh.
I be switching to the leg, to the back, to the lid like Kyrie.
Yeah.
They say they want me out of the league. I say, well, nigga, I'm Kyrie. Who you gonna find that's like me? Nigga, I'm Kyrie. I can shoot a 3. I can take a nigga off the motherfucking jumper pumper. Y'all niggas don't want nothing with me. You don't. I believe that the world is flat. Why? Cause a motherfucker told me that. And I really don't give a damn about you, Steve Nash. You stole Kobe's MVPs, bitch.
Fact.
You remember that?
Fact.
Remember this. Fact. I am Kyrie Irving. I've been the best since Genesis. Y'all niggas know who the fuck it is. I don't give a damn about KD. Tell a nigga brush his hair before he hate me.
Hey, look,
Nigga.
I be dribbling. I'm like Kyrie. They hit me with the vaccine. I'm like, why me?
Why me?
I've been balling hard for like 3 games.
3 games.
Remember when I won it for King James? I made it 3. I shot on that boy Steph. And then I dribbled on them niggas till ain't nothing left. And they be trying to shoot me in the arm and give me death. And I say crackers, I can't fuck with you. I'm on the left, you on the right, but I can't do it. I be shooting just like you, and y'all niggas wanna try to give me vaccine, and y'all gonna leave me ruined.
Nigga, I'm suing.
And I'm staying home.
Who? Mike Jones. Nah, Kyrie.
Yeah.
We stand up for ourselves just like Kyrie. I tell him, Kyrie. Who it is, Kyrie? Who ain't finna show up for the season? Kyrie.
I won't shoot no 3. Shit, I'm gonna let it be. I be damned if you crackers gon' vaccinate me.
No.
I don't give a fuck what you crackers do. But one thing the Nets won't see is number 2. I'm stupid, man. I'm done playing with you today, man. For real.
Oh, man.
Hey, I really, no bullshit, I think Kyrie is the most talented player to ever pick up a basketball.
Whoa.
Have you seen how he's ambidextrous when he be shooting?
I saw some Kyrie highlights literally a week or so ago, and I go, this nigga is unreal. He's unreal. Like how he stops and goes the other direction. It's like, my nigga, you know you have a ball that you have to take with you, and you can't do certain shit because to travel. He do shit you didn't know niggas could do with a ball.
My claim to fame with Kobe is used to be that he's the most talented player of all time. Kyrie is the most talented player of all time. The only knock on Kyrie is that he's short. But I've never seen someone that can finish at the rim with the right and the left. We also agree, we gotta all agree he's the best dribbler of all time.
Yeah, man, it gotta be.
He can shoot the 3. That motherfucker can finish at the rim.
Anywhere on the court.
He can finish at the rim, and he can shoot with his right and left hand like it's exactly the same.
He's a 3-level scorer.
Yeah, that nigga
shoot the 3 the same.
He the most talented nigga I've ever seen on the basketball.
When you got me thinking about that.
Like, for real, I see somebody say it on Twitter. I was like, nigga, fuck you. And I was like, he's right.
If you watch a Kyrie highlight, you might believe that for real.
Bro. That nigga good, bro. And I'm not even...
Kyrie, who the best to ever hoop? I tell him Kyrie. If you gon' swear that is the truth, you know it's Kyrie. Who can shoot the layup or shoot a 3-pointer like me? Nobody, not even the fucking ref. Y'all tryna say that it's Steph. Nigga, it's Kyrie. Yes. I'm the reason that Adam Silver, please don't like me. Cause he can't find a nigga like me. I ain't with all your rules, nigga. Go ahead and try to play a fool, nigga. Trying to use my black skin as a tool, nigga. I'm like, who, nigga? Not me, not Kyrie. Not Kyrie. What you gotta say about?
I've been spitting flows since they was on the vinyl. I done shot a 3 and it was in the finals. They know I'm Kyrie, and I might shoot a 3 and for LBJ, get about me. Man, stop playing this beat, man. You ignorant today, man. Hey, man, TheRawHype.com, man.
Buy something, man.
Bro,
come on,
I'm
man.
too buzzed to keep going, man.
Man, come on, man. They say we buzz, cuz. We like cousins, but we buzzing. I don't know, I hit the street last week at the buzzer. They know it, that was nothing, nigga. Fuck you and the ref. I shot that bitch blindfolded, and that hoe with nothing but net. Not everybody's upset, cause we ain't win the fucking chip. Tell fucking KD, get his little foot off of the line, nigga, and we will be fine. Don't worry about my leg, it's connected to my spine bone, and that's connected to my chin bone. Who learned that? Kyrie. I'm about to stop it,
man. You ignorant, man. What else?
Real quick,
we really never really talked about Dave.
I was just about to say, real quick,
let's talk about Dave for real.
Dave Chappelle.
I keep interrupting, man. Go.
But no, ultimately, man, y'all missed the point, and y'all missed something special. Y'all think Dave is a homophobe who hates transgender people and all of that type of stuff, and y'all missed him telling you his life and explaining why you're so
Let me
far
pause.
incorrect.
If you think Boosie is a homophobe that hates homosexuals,
You can't
I'm
think,
completely
Dave.
fine with it. I'm completely fine with it. If you think Dave is, you're wrong.
You're wrong. And again, that special is him explaining why you're wrong. Like, he had that relationship with the transgender, what's her name? Daphne.
Love her.
He wasn't even telling everybody about it. He wasn't
Yeah.
saying, oh, look, see, this is my gay friend, this is my trans friend. So it's like, that was a personal relationship that he kept personal.
Right.
And what I loved about it too is that motherfucker was, even at the end when he told the joke, they was like, he's like, yeah, Daphne would have loved that joke.
Right.
And it's like, I know this motherfucker more than y'all, and y'all telling me who I am.
Yeah.
Like, y'all don't know who I am, and y'all think y'all know who I am. But like you said, y'all are getting that for motherfuckers who read little clips. Y'all don't know me. Y'all haven't watched this shit. And lastly, if you don't like Dave, why are you watching his shit? Number one. And number two, if you watched it and you didn't like it, why you want to remove it from the motherfuckers who do like it? Or who do find something from it?
Yes, I agree.
And fuck everybody and what y'all got to gain because you didn't like it?
And if nothing else, if he's wrong, he's trying. Trying gotta matter. If you told me you racist as fuck, but you try, it's like, oh, you fucking nigger. Wait, nope, that's not what I'm gonna do. Hi, nigger. Wait, damn it. Hello, black man. Would you like for me to buy you a McChicken?
Yesterday I was at the store, I saw this watermelon slushy. I was like, damn, who do I know that might enjoy that?
I'm sorry.
Trevor.
If you're trying, can't we be mad?
We shouldn't be mad.
You're
But
trying.
again, he showed you he's trying because everybody said he had this transgender hate, and he went ahead and made a transgender friend.
Right.
Helped the transgender person's career.
Yeah.
And y'all hating on the transgender helped her to kill herself.
Yes, and they look at it like, no, Dave's why she killed.
Fuck
No, y'all why she killed herself.
Hit her supporting Dave, y'all killed her for that. Essentially.
Bruh.
They killed her, man. Y'all gotta take that body.
Yes, not Dave.
Not Dave. And then stop saying, oh man, we should cancel him. No, y'all, anybody who listens to Dave is a trans woman.
Uncancelable.
Yeah, he is. Cause he show you, nigga, I walk away from 50, 60 million, nigga.
And this is my last Netflix stand-up. Do what you want with that motherfucker. My job was to give Netflix their last stand-up. Whether they show it, whether they ban it, I'm getting paid regardless.
You know what I don't like?
He trying, man.
You know
I
what
don't
I
like
don't
that
like?
shit, bro. Dave Chappelle is a hero.
You know me saying this all the time, man. I don't like that this negativity is what have to be used to sell. Almost. Yeah. Dave didn't cause this, but this negativity
and he didn't
is
have a
fueling.
trans bashing comedic special. He talked about it at the end, really.
And it's not, I guess it's not for me.
Yeah.
But I don't see where the negative was. I don't see where the harmful jokes or the hurt. I didn't see it.
And you know that I am all for the LGBTQ community. Like, even on some shit, like, I've said this a million times. If I seen a guy in the world that I wanted to fuck, I would fuck him. If I seen a trans woman that I wanted to fuck, I would fuck him. Till this day, I've never fucked a guy or a trans woman. But if I want to, goddamn it, I'm gonna do it.
But I'm not gonna rule it out.
And I'm not gonna give a fuck, man. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It just hasn't happened because I like big titty bitches.
And I cannot lie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you know.
We're drifting, man. All I want is go Dave is right, yo.
Yeah, man.
Shout out Dave. I salute you, Dave. Again,
the things that we have to say are like they're not even worth the saying.
But I just
because
feel like we
they're
gotta say
so obvious.
It's not.
Exactly. It's a shame that they're not so obvious.
Oh man. I want to say this for sure though. If everybody's the same in the world and we can't grow, there's nothing to learn from everyone else because we already do it. Like he just said, he tell his daughter, find somebody who's special because you special. If we all just keep doing the same regular old shit, having the same regular conversations in the same regular confines, we're never going to understand shit. What if, which I believe it is, this Dave doing this on this stand-up and this conversation being started helps fuel a better understanding between everyone and the transgender community. To me, that end result could only end in positive. So how mad could you be at the catalyst if the end goal is all positivity or a better understanding?
But our goal is not to be positive.
A better understanding. Fuck positive.
Man.
The goal should be a better understanding.
I agree, bro.
You want people to understand something they can't understand, so you kind of got to do the best you can to present it, and then be able to, help us in the places that we're fault at.
Yes, bro.
I support all you motherfuckers. Do whatever the fuck you want to do that's positive, that don't hurt anybody or doesn't come at the behest of anybody else. Don't step on another motherfucker neck for you to elevate. But if you can elevate, fucking vate, and I will help you. It's the best I can.
I have said so many times, the thought of two men having sex disgusts me.
And Dave said it on stage. Ew.
It really does. But I understand that that's just an opinion of mine.
We said this on a couple of Raw Hypes ago. I said, avocado disgusts me.
Straight up.
But there's a market for it.
Knock yourself out, bro. Because at the end of the day, I've never seen you have sex with your woman. I'm never going to see whatever dude have sex with his man. So I don't even have to see. My relationship with you depends on my relationship with you when I see you. So if I got a gay homeboy, his relationship is going to be me. What I deal with him. I'm not finna sit there and say, oh, that's you and that's your boyfriend. And then start picturing y'all fucking. I don't picture you and your old lady fucking with y'all. Say, hey, this me, this my old lady. I'm just sitting like, okay, I'd pay for that.
He lifts her legs up.
Like, for real, I don't do that.
I thought his belly would get in the way.
I don't imagine. Right, I don't imagine people fucking when I meet them, so I don't have to. So it's like, hey, man, I wish y'all the best.
And I show y'all so much that I wish y'all the best, that I help in any way I can. I never held anyone down. I don't plan to.
Bro,
so. You can't call a motherfucker a transphobe because he laughs at Dave Chappelle jokes and jokes naturally. And I always said this before, and I think somebody probably said this, but I've always said this. Being able to be made fun of is the true level of acceptance.
I even told my daughter that. I said, I got to the point in my life where if somebody makes fun of me, I can see the humor in it.
Absolutely.
Not on some shit where it kills my self-esteem.
Nope.
Nigga, you can't touch my motherfucking self-esteem.
Man, come on, man.
You can't touch it.
But we have to understand that in this world, there's people who don't have that ironclad type of fucking shit. So we're trying to show you how to build it. You build it by not fucking succumbing to everything that makes you upset or uneasy. That's a part of life.
Because even when John Gruden shit came out and he was just talking about black people, I'm like, man, he said that I say he had rubber lips like Michelin because that's what I refer to as a liar, right? And then there's a whole bunch of black people vouching for him. He basically saying, you got rubber lips, you a lying ass nigga.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay? And then there's a bunch of black people vouching for him. So I say, I got to take him at his word. I'm sorry. I got to take him at his word. And then when you have more shit come out and they say, hey, we got to fire you, I say, I get it.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? But it's more so like with the evidence that I was given, I was saying he shouldn't be fired. Because do I think it's racist to say he had lips as big as a Michelin tire? Yes. But by the same token, if he say, hey, that's what I say about anybody that I think is a liar.
Context.
I'm not finna sit there and say, oh, no, that's still racist. Hey, I'm sorry. I don't have nothing to say about that, man. It is what it is. And then in his case, he worked for ESPN when he sent these emails. Disney. And you firing him when he worked in the NFL, he worked for a different job. Don't fire me for Quiznos for what I said at Subway. So I'm like, hey, I don't got no problem with it. But then when you got all this shit and they say, hey, we got to fire you. I mean, there's nothing we can do. That's not cancel culture. That's you talking shit about your boss. Like Roger Goodell is the commissioner and he's like, he's a faggot. I got to fire you. So it's like, I get it. When he was just talking about black people and he said, hey, man, I don't got a racist bone in my body. I ain't talking about black people and black people are vouching. Hey, y'all know this nigga in real life. I'll give y'all the benefit of the doubt. I'm not finna jump to every motherfucking conclusion,
The problem is, though, we've never seen great examples of racism without the what you call it? Like keeping a motherfucker down.
True. If somebody said, hey, I hate black people, but Rebel here, that's my guy. If he needed to borrow $1,000,
that coon can get the job done, I tell you that.
If he needed to borrow $1,000, I'll give him $1,000 because I trust that nigga. He'll pay me back.
Where's my $1,000, you spare trucking ass motherfucker?
But then if you say, hey, man, that white dude, my homeboy, shit, I needed to borrow $1,000 and he gave it to me because he know I'm the kind of nigga that he can trust. Like, what am I supposed to say?
What am I going to say?
What am I supposed to say?
They haven't have examples of the two being separate.
Exactly. Like how I can say it disgusts me for two men to have sex. Do you think gay people should be able to get married? Of course
Absolutely.
I do.
Well, I just figured since you don't want to see them fuck.
This is just my opinion. I get it.
It needs to be more widely accepted, though.
Yes.
Those types of shit don't need to just be my opinion. It needs to be understood and widely accepted.
You can hate niggas all you want if you're not saying, I'm not hiring that nigger or I'm going to arrest this nigger for something he didn't do.
I believe in hating people.
I do.
Because people are hateable. People do shit and say shit that make you hate them. Some people live up to the stereotype of them, and I hate that.
if a black person that was like, I don't give a fuck, I hate white people. If I said, hey, tell me why you hate white people, his answers would be valid. If a racist ass white person and I say, hey, tell me why you hate black people,
well, because
his
you don't like
answers
me,
would be valid.
Well, shit.
If he got some sense.
Thank you.
You feel me? If you got some sense, you could give me some valid reasons for why you don't like black people. If you got some sense, you could give me a valid reason for why you don't like white people. If you got some sense, you could tell me a valid reason for why you don't like gay people or trans people. Like when he's talking about this turf or whatever. It says it's a group of women that hate these trans women because they're impersonating them. That makes perfect sense to me.
I've always said,
like he said, it's like blackface.
If I was to ever have a gripe towards the transgender community, my only gripe would be that part. The part of like, I feel like being a woman is more important than just wearing a dress, lipstick, and some tits.
Yes.
So when anybody can just present themselves as a woman because they feel they're dressed and look like a woman, that would be my only gripe.
But my point, let's say I'm a man.
Let me finish before they kill me.
Okay, go.
I want to clarify.
Go.
Because to me, a woman is more than that, man.
Yes.
Everybody alive, a woman has something to do with it.
Yes.
So when you can just say,
like
nah, man, I'm a woman too. They go, why? I like dicks.
Yes.
That doesn't make you a woman. Well, I got tits now. That's what Dave said. But he made the joke about the pussy. It's not. I mean, it's like impossible pussy or beyond pussy.
That was funny, bro.
Funny.
But all right,
Sorry, go ahead.
All right, let's say I'm a straight man. All right, and I say, hey, if you identify as a woman, I'll fuck you. Right? And you say, okay. But then if someone's a woman and they say, I don't give a fuck what you say, that ain't no woman. I can't say they're wrong. I'm over here as a man. I say, hey, if you identify as a woman, I treat you as a woman, I'm down to fuck. Can you blame me for that? But then it's like, but by the same token, if a woman say, no, that ain't no motherfucking woman, can I blame her for that? If I'm willing to say I'm down with y'all no matter what, and hype personally is not, but I won't get into that. But if I say, hey, I accept whoever says they're a woman is a woman, I accept that. That don't mean that I can't comprehend how a woman will say, that ain't no motherfucking woman.
They got the right.
You have the right. That's
right.
what I meant, is that I have the right. It's the same thing about like being black and like saying like the word nigga.
Yep.
I have the right to tell you that you can't use the word nigga. So a woman has the right to say, nah, you ain't no motherfucking woman.
Just like the trans community has the right to say, this oppresses me, this upsets me.
No doubt. And
Everyone
for me,
has
as
the
a
right.
straight man, I can respect you as a woman, but to say, hey, I still wouldn't have sex with you.
And I
have that right.
The problem with that's the problem with people in rights.
Yeah, they act like I don't have that right.
Exactly. Them motherfucking things.
I'm sorry.
Only them have rights in this particular situation.
I'm sorry.
What
if you
about
have
my
a penis,
rights?
I'm not interested in having sex with you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
But I'm not sorry.
Exactly, but I'm not sorry.
You dig?
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
That's my.
I don't want you to get hurt because of it.
Exactly. Like I've said.
But I don't want you to put them balls on me.
No, I don't. Like I said, I don't have sex with a midget, but there's a lot of midgets with pussies.
But then when you get told, if you wouldn't have sex with a trans person,
you're transphobic. I'm sorry,
like,
I don't
man,
agree with that.
What do you do?
I don't agree.
And sadly, community, this is where you're having issues communicating with other people. Because when you tell them they no longer have the decision of choice, because if they had the decision of choice, they wouldn't choose you.
Right.
You don't know that.
Like,
let a motherfucker choose.
If I had a straight homeboy that was dating a transgender woman and he swore to God to me that he was still straight, I would respect that. I would say, hey, I respect that. I ain't got no problems with that. And it's because I don't care who your woman is. I don't care if your woman's a man. I don't care if your woman's a transgender, because it don't have nothing to do with me.
It doesn't.
Like, if you and your old lady are getting along, it don't have shit to do with the TheRawHype. If you and your old lady are not getting wrong, it don't have shit. We're recording. We're hitting the button and we're recording. If your old lady happens to have a penis, we're hitting the button and we're recording. Because no matter what, I don't want to have sex with you. So whoever you choose to have sex with, I don't have no say-so over that, because I don't want to have sex with you. So I say, Rebel, you shouldn't be fucking a transgender. Oh, okay, I feel what you're saying, Hype. Well, do you want to fuck me? No. Well, how do you have a say-so of who want to fuck me? If I listen to you and you don't want to fuck me, I ain't going to be fucking nobody.
I'll be fucked.
I'll be fucked. So you feel me? I can't tell people who I'm not about to have sex with who to have sex with.
Again, man, shout out to everybody. Play us a beat. Let's get about it.
Dave Chappelle type beat, man.
Let's go. We appreciate all y'all, man. Shout out to all the Raw Hypers. TheRawHype.com. Log on. Get you something.
Cold world we live in, baby.
Yeah, it is, boy. Get you a jacket.
I want some grape drink, baby.
Man, I
don't
want
think we
some
gonna like
grape
this.
drink. Nah, I'm going to a different beat. I was gonna try to make it work, but this beat came out terrible, man.
Think a beat's coming on with skits and shit. Hey, Dave Chappelle. You know I can freak out.
I can work with it.
Let's have some fun, man. We about to leave, man. Hey, shout out Dave Chappelle. And all you guys out there, hey. Dave Chappelle, yeah, it's me. I'm funny. I gave away like half of my money. But I'm still here getting that. Okay, there we go.
Listen, man, it's a cold world. It's kind of scary. Would you be mad at me if I had sex with Ashley Larry?
You make me laugh, bro. I hate this beat, though. Ashley Larry was going hard,
That's
bro.
the only reason you said that, because the nigga was on the screen.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah. Riding around listening to Dave Chappelle. Listening to that nigga, oh, might as well. Last special, it was called a closure. Sadly, the transgender got exposure. They say that they don't want to see it. He hate girls with penis. You wouldn't believe it. Can't believe it or seen it. You should go ahead on Regis and try to become a millionaire. Cause that nigga know that old flow belong to chameleon. Yeah, but we ain't talking about that. We talking about this. How they trying to cancel Dave for some shit. Cause he don't wanna sit with you and your chick with a dick. He don't want you to flick on this motherfucking tit. So get a grip. We in this world, we need to live. We gotta be positive, cause that's all we got to give.
I live a good life. Some niggas say I'm living bossly. At the same time, I be killing them softly. I ain't talking Lauryn Hill, I'm talking Dave C. The reason why I did them Netflix, cause they paid me. They can't cancel me. No, not a G. Cause I be talking about that LGBT. And that Q, I'm like, what it do? I'm hollering at you. And if you got a dick, well, I guess you can get it too. But if I disagree, they all gonna attack me. I'm like, damn, is you mad that I like pussy? And I be diving in it, yeah, you know I'm riding in it. And I'm gonna have to holler at Hov for 5 minutes. And if I find out that you got a member, I'm gonna say, damn, little baby, is you transgender? And if you tell me, yeah, I'm gonna have to make a decision. And then I look at pussy, notice it had an incision. I'm like, damn, little baby, that used to be dick. She say, don't worry about it, boy, I can make you nut quick. I'm like, man, hold up, I'm kinda scared. She said, well, let's ease into it, I give you some head. I'm like,
Last night I got fucked by a transgender. Yeah, and I didn't even know what was going on. I thought that I just went and did something wrong. Cause that motherfucker had on a backwards thong. I mean, the dick was on the left, she had some balls on the right, but they matched the tits on the left, she had two big O's on the right. I said, what I'm seeing, I'm drinking water to fix my sight. I say, are you a woman, ma'am? I'm trying to be polite, cause I do not know what I'm looking at, or you be looking at. When she grabbed the dick, I said, oh, that feels a little too hard with your grip with that. It look like you be throwing balls when you get it back. So please get up off my balls, can I get a bag?
Ever noticed there were titties? Yep, she got them. And you ever met a bitch that's a top and a bottom? I'm like, hold up, little baby. I'm kinda confused. And then I get more confused when she got nude. I'm like, is you a woman or is you a dude? I'm like, man.
Hey, shout out to TheRawHype, man. Shout out all the TheRawHypers. We appreciate y'all, man. Continue to love one another, hug one another, stand up for one another. They say,
fuck one another, goddamn.
we out of here, baby.
Gone, TheRawHype, baby.
Why?